Alright, what's up? This is day 3 of my trading journey. I got a little late start today on my recap video. But yeah, I want to talk about some stuff. I did pretty good today on my trades. I did about $2,900 doing a scalping strategy. Got 71% uh, win ratio. Let's see here. Took 21 trades, 115, lost 6. But the most important thing is my largest winning trade is about $1,000. My largest losing trade is $600. So the big key takeaway from that is always try to keep my winners bigger than my losers and try to win more than I lose, obviously. But even if you lose half the time, but your winners are bigger than your losers, then you're still profitable. So that is the name of the game. That's what's going to keep you surviving for as long as possible. So today, back here is yesterday's price action. It just kind of chopped around in that little zone I was looking out for. If you saw my previous videos, you know what I'm talking about. Um, Went up, broke, took all that liquidity. Bears made their move to dump it, which I was kind of anticipating, but I didn't take the trade obviously because it looked invalid because it broke up here and is holding. So I didn't take that trade. It came back up, and Bears wanted to short here so badly. I wanted to short that really badly, but bulls are just too strong. I think we're just gonna need some. It's just the market's just gonna keep going up until there's some sort of news or catalyst that's gonna bring it down. So it was just grinding after this giant dump. It was just grinding up and up and up and up all day. And so, but I mean, I profited off of it. You can see all my trades right here. Let's see if I can. Um, so yeah, after it came down here, it just shot up, broke all these highs, and was just making high after high after high. So I was just going with the momentum, just taking like $100, $200 scalps. Let's see if I can see. That's not telling me. This is way late in the day now. I'm surprised these are even showing up in here still. But yeah, I was just scalping pretty much the whole way. I think mm, right here is probably one of my biggest. Actually, right here is one of my biggest, and over here is one of my biggest trades. I did pretty good, but do. I would kind of not like to take 15 trades. I'd kind of like to keep it at like 3 or 4 trades throughout the day and call it good. So I kind of overtraded. It worked to my benefit this time, but I think that's a habit I should look out for. But what I really wanted to talk about in this video today is emotion. I started out today not in the right mindset. I was able to bring myself, before I started trading, I was able to bring myself back to a calm, relaxed state. But god damn, this morning I woke up at 5 o'clock because I forgot to take the trash cans out. So that was the first, just like, ran out there, took them out. Awesome. Came down here to start up the computer and do my pre-market analysis and all that stuff. And my computer must have done like an update or something because it was all, my screens looked all weird, wasn't loading, and I couldn't type anything. And I thought it was just my computer. I rebooted my computer, unplugging all my USB cables underneath my desk, and I have like a whole recording system here. This is my studio. I record music for a living, and I unplugged all my recording gear, all my interfaces, all that stuff, and nothing's working. Took my keyboard, tried it on my laptop, wasn't working there, and trying to troubleshoot all morning. And then 7 o'clock rolls by, 7:15, 7:30. I'm just getting annoyed and frustrated. And so I'm like, all right, screw it. I'm going to run down to Walmart real quick and go buy a new cheap little keyboard for the time being. So I go out, notice the trash cans, they emptied the trash. I'm like, okay, cool, I'll run those in real quick. And it's raining like crazy. So I got my trash can, the lid is open. It was like this full of water inside. And it's just really frustrating. So I emptied it out, got water all over my feet. Extremely frustrating. Anyways, whatever. Okay, cool. Keep my cool. Went down, and I'm like, I'm gonna make something nice out of this. I'm gonna get myself a nice coffee and a bagel from this little coffee shop down the street. And I passed the Starbucks on the way there, but I want this coffee place. So I go there, and they're right next to a gas station. And I'm trying to hurry and get back before market opens. And I pull up to go to the drive-through window because the doors aren't open yet. And there's a giant fuel diesel that just completely blocked off the whole place so they can put fuel in the gas plate. I'm like, all right, are you kidding me? Roll back, backtrack, go to Starbucks, wait in the big ass line at Starbucks. Got my coffee. It was delicious. But okay, cool. Back on track. Go to Walmart and I find this. I just want the cheap little keyboards to get me by for today. I'm gonna get a good one later. Like searching through them all, they're all like $200 gaming keyboards. I don't want this. I just want this cheap one. Finally found it. Awesome. Go all in. It's all the way in the back of the store. So I'm rushing up to the front of the store and then scan the barcode. Say boop, 150 bucks. Like, this is supposed to be $40. I'm talking to a lady. She doesn't know what the hell's going on. I'm like, are you kidding me? Okay, so I ran back, and there's another one that's like in the exact same box and everything. It looks the exact same. It's just like the model number is a little different. I'm like, are you kidding me? So I got that box. Cool. Came back home, and by the time I'm just thinking, I'm like, I don't think I'm going to be trading today. I'm not in the right mindset. I'm so annoyed and flustered, and I can just imagine myself revenge trading and just taking stupid trades or, because I've done this a million times, and I always blow accounts. I'm like, I'm just going to make a video on just don't trade if this ever happens, because it's just, there's no good that can come from it. Anyways, I got back, and I got really relieved, put my keyboard in, everything's working. Just okay. And then I pretty much just had to meditate for like 10 minutes. I didn't even look at the screens. The market's been open. I didn't even know what's going on. And just calm myself down, listen to some music, and there's some like videos I like to watch to kind of help like mentally prepare. And like, okay, I'm just gonna watch the market and not even gonna try a trade. If I see something, maybe I'll take a trade, but I'm very, very self-aware of my emotional state. And that's when I saw this giant, like megaphone looking shape, like how ranges like to rotate. Like here's a range right here, bounce, bounce, just going down, then up, then down. That's what these purple lines are right here. Can you see? Yeah, down and up and down and up, and then up and then down. And it came down here, and it's just bouncing right off that trend line, right off this trend line, like a beautiful little megaphone. So it came down here, bounced beautifully off of it, and that was the last lower low. Shot way up, took out all this liquidity, and it's just grinding, grinding. All right, so I'm just gonna start scalping and getting my confidence back of just my mental state and just watch, so okay, cool, a little scalp there, bam. Then I actually took a short right here. Yeah, that was a short right there, just down to that liquidity, because to sell that big, I was like, I'm not trying to hold any of these for, if I was trying to hold that short, I would have been screwed. But just, little scalps, little scalps, little scalps. And I took a couple losses, obviously, but none of them were big. Let me see, you can see in here. So 300, and that looks like I'm doing 2 contracts, and I'm trying to leave a runner, but it kept going out and stopping my runner. So like $10, awesome. Then $625 trade loss. I'm like, oh man, just lost all the profits I made. But then I regained it, and then regained it, and then I did that $1,000 trade. I'm like, okay, I think I'm reading the market pretty good. When you're in the flow state and you can kind of see what's happening, it really helps. But it does move really fast. Like 1 minute 48 seconds, bam, $255 gone. 57 seconds, $50 gone. But then another $200 win, $200 loss, or $270 win, $500 win, $200 loss, $90 win, $560 win. Then that's when I started actually taking some really good. Most of these are just 1 contract, sometimes 2 contracts. Oh yeah, it all looks like 1 in here, but it's like you buy 1, then you dollar cost average a little bit down or something, But yeah, end of the day, really strong. I feel really, really good about it, but it was kind of sketchy of me to actually trade at all after my morning that I had. But if you can get into a nice calm state and be extremely self-aware of how you're feeling, what you're thinking, and not let that affect your trading, then yeah, go ahead. But if you're still beginning and you're having a rough morning, or even an argument with someone, or anything that you just feel gross inside, that will reflect back into your trading, I promise you. So yeah, that's my recap. That's my little rant. Sorry it's so late today, but yeah, try again tomorrow. Hopefully none of my equipment breaks. All right, peace, love, and all the other stuff. You guys have a good day.